Hello, everyone.
What up, what up, what up?
Welcome back to another episode of Insert Subject here.
Sure.
I'm Makia.
I'm your boy Ant.
And this week, it's all going down and we're probably not going to make it. We're not going to make it. So stick on through this episode and we about to get into this ish.
Get it.
So how you doing today, Anthony?
I'm groovy. Digging a new space. Y'all see the new space?
Yeah. So, ish fun fact, I do the absolute most.
The most.
And we are in the middle of home renovations. We just finished one project and we're getting ready for another. And so I'm like moving us around and we're just feeling out different spaces in the house to see what we like the best and where we're going to stay. And then I'm accumulating a lot of stuff, paint and flooring and stuff. So
we down here. You feel me?
We are in the basement.
In the basement. But so comment below and let us know what y'all think about the new look.
Yeah.
We look close on the screen. This is on purpose. But just let us know what y'all think below.
And I just want to give a shout out to Anthony. Anthony does an amazing job with the post-production editing. If you notice like the little bubbles and things that he has popping up and the different graphics that will come up because I'll be pointing broccoli, but he brings it up. So he does an amazing job. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to help out now, so I'd be putting little stuff together.
Yeah,
so.
she be loading up some stuff to the computer to help out.
But it's all him. Speaking of loading up, the interweb is fascinated with Kylie's womb and if it is housing another human. So much so that E loaded us up on their IG page with at least 5 posts dedicated to just Kylie and her womb. Yep.
That's weird. Because
First
of all, I don't even know what Kylie looks like. Second, why is she old enough for us to care about her womb?
She just turned 22 from from somebody who was on TikTok and debunked this whole 22nd birthday party that she had and how there were no pictures of her. And, you know, I go through these TikTok rabbit holes. So I was just sitting and watching like, there were no pictures of her at her own birthday party.
She was too busy being in her birthday suit. Her and Travis. It's lit.
Perhaps.
Shout out to Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. He fought this weekend, and I stayed up to watch that fight. I didn't know boxing. Boxing is not built for older gentlemen because we can't listen. The fight started at midnight.
Yeah, I was out,
bruh. But I watched the fight. He lost. And it was the funniest part was his wife's face. The entire time, like every time they cut to her, she was hiding her face, and I was like, yeah, she kind of knows her husband is losing. Like, as a man, how do you come back from that is all I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
She watch you get your butt whooped.
I guess she say it happens. It happens, but
it was crazy. But it was a pretty good fight. The undercards were good, too.
Big news this week. Tesla is making its first robot. It's called the Tesla Bot. And I'm just going to read you a few specs about this Tesla Bot. It has autopilot cameras. I don't know what it would need to go on autopilot for. But at any rate, FSD computers, neutral net planning. I don't quite know what that is either. If you know what that is, comment down below. Dojo training, which scares the heck out of me because I don't understand why a robot would need dojo training. And simulation and tools. Now listen here. First of all, as you can see by the graphic, it looked like she got a little off the shoulder number going on. Now, it can only go 5 miles per hour max so that you can outrun it. So your Tesla Bot is going to be like that Mimi meme. Like, so if you're lucky, you might outrun it.
What in the iRobot is going on in the world? Yes. Like, why do you have to program this robot to do anything autopilot? Even if it goes 5 miles per hour, it has GPS and autopilot. So however long it takes, it's going to get to your house because the cloud has everything. But Boston Dynamics woke up and chose extreme violence.
Oh, absolutely.
What they have, and you're probably looking at the video, they have a robot that can do parkour. As you can see, this robot is flipping. Why? What does the robot have to do this for?
The robot even gets the dust off his shoulder like,
This is the creepiest. Like, listen, look. I'm getting my gun.
These things are just lights and clockwork.
So, has anybody seen Ex Machina? If you haven't seen the movie, watch it. Now, the Tesla bot is supposed to do boring tasks. So, ladies, I'm just saying, you can get Debbie Digital if you don't want to. Because there's a market for everything. And the SEX doll has made a grand transformation, as you can see. So people were in there tinkering with different things. So parkour, guess what's coming up next? Hardcore.
I'm about to turn your microphone.
No, don't.
I'm going to do this one by myself.
No.
I got it from here. There's no way. There's no way our mind went to that. From the Tesla bot. This is no 5 miles per hour. Slow motion.
Slow motion for me. Ugh, I like it.
Oh, my God. So, October 1st, guys. OnlyFans says no more to sexually explicit content.
What? God dang it, I was trying to revive the wet t-shirt content.
All I want to know is, like, which content creators are going out of business sales, and what is that content going to be? I got a feeling it's going to be fire. Like, I think they're going to have to stockpile that money so you might get some stuff you ain't never seen before on OnlyFans.
Well, Tyga is supposed to be creating
Hustler.
a platform to allow any type of creative content to be uploaded and shared and you know.
Hustler.
Yeah, and he's going to charge a cheaper fee.
And that's cool. I see the hustle, but I think the name OnlyFans rung true for a lot of people. Like, OnlyFans was so big that people trusted putting their credit card in. I don't know if you want to trust Tyga's situation to put your credit card in there and let them charge it.
You ever heard of Musical.ly?
No.
Okay. Musical.ly was TikTok before it was TikTok. And people swore by Musical.ly. But now everybody is on TikTok.
You got faith in Tyga. And meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out if the strip club's about to be lit for the low again, or Mr. Earl will be at the Doubletree with a surgically enhanced young lady on his arm now. Pocket for change.
And you're talking about
pills.
Cutting my mic off.
We talk about OnlyFans and sexually explicit content. Not robots.
Speaking of, have any of our subscribers been back to the Boom Boom Room?
Jesus, I thought she was going to ask if I ever had a sex doll. I was going to laugh out. Where was you going with this?
Where is your mind right now?
And Ray's Boom Boom.
I just want to know, are they wearing masks? That's it. I just wanted to know. You gotta wear a mask.
Pull your mask up, shorty.
So this weekend, we went to see the movie by M. Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
Now, fun fact, I really like M. Night Shyamalan movies. Some of the movies I specifically like are Sixth Sense, Split, Signs. It's funny, they all start with an S, now that I'm thinking about it.
Signs suck.
Look, he didn't like it. It was a slow movie, but I like the layers.
It took 2 days to watch it. And both days I went to sleep on it.
Listen.
Both days.
But the premise of the movie is a family and a group of strangers end up on a beach where they begin to rapidly age. But the stuff that transpires on the beach, not just the rapidly aging part, but the different interactions between the different people. And it's one part in particular that I was like, oh, he's going there? Oh, he went there. Now, nothing is shown, which I like his cinematography and the way that he swoops around with the camera. And some of it is like some pointless, unnecessary conversation, but everybody is dealing with some sort of ailment, I guess you could say. And they're all on this beach. And so you start to figure it all out. I actually really liked the movie.
I enjoyed the movie. I will say the son was the star.
Yes.
So when you watch it, the son is the superstar of the movie. The cinematography was great. I do want to see it again. I think the movie theater we were in, it was a little something wrong with the screen.
It was.
So it's kind of dark, but you couldn't get the full effect of what he was going for with the cinematography. But I kind of got an idea and it intrigued me. I feel he did a perfect job in this movie of giving you just enough explanation, but left you with just enough questions that you weren't mad with the questions you had. Like the endings of some of his movies, you're just like, I don't know where you're going with this. But this one, I was like, geez, this could be, and this was a really good one. Critics reviewed it horribly, though.
No, critics gave it good reviews.
I thought it was like a 6 or a 4.
No, that was the other movie. That's why I was like, yeah, I don't want to go see that.
I don't know why I thought it was old.
Old got like a mediocre kind of review.
Yeah, I feel like that was horrible. I felt
okay.
Grand scheme scale of 10, I think Old was an 8.
Yeah.
I think it was a very solid movie. And you didn't need a big name actor or actress to carry it.
I would have to agree.
It was good to me.
The son, he actually played in Hereditary, which he played a great role in Hereditary as well.
He was in Hereditary.
He was the son.
He was the son in Hereditary. It was good. He stole the show.
He did.
He definitely stole the show. Speaking of stealing the show, young Shikari Richards.
Oh.
Shikari, and I'm not going to kill her. I'm not going to use my platform to kill her. But I'm going to be real about her. Shikari Richardson didn't live up to the hype at the Nike Profontaine Classic. She raced against Lame Thompson Heath, who was the gold medalist winner for the 100 and 200 meter in the Olympics, two Olympics in a row. So apparently she's fast. Yeah. Now, what I do recall was Sha'carri talking a lot of trash while they were racing, saying if I was there, this wouldn't have been the outcome because 3 Jamaicans won gold, silver, and bronze this year, and that wouldn't be the outcome. So this was her opportunity to live up to the hype and the trash talk and to perform.
I took I took some time off to rest, and now it's game time. You have no idea.
And she finished dead last.
You know, first I want to congratulate all of them.
Yes.
Because again, I would have been like the Nene meme in the back. Like, so I cannot take anything from any of them. I cannot say I'm surprised though.
Nope.
I'm not surprised.
Nope.
There's the big fish in little pond syndrome that I think a lot of people have. And then when you get out of your little pond into the ocean and you realize all of your competition, and I have to say the lady that won was very graceful when they were asking her, Shikari said da-da-da-da, and the way she responded, it was just so classy.
Tinge of shade.
Yeah, it was a tinge of shade.
Rightfully so, because you didn't talk about it. But it was a classy response.
I would have to agree.
Sha'carri's response to initially losing is here.
This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the you want. Because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the 6th fastest woman in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me.
And what I'll say about her response is, because of that response, she gives me the vibe of, and this is about to be touchy and I don't care, it's the Lil Nas X syndrome. So, and what I mean by that is, we got behind Lil Nas X only because country music was wronging him. So we supported him because we felt like give him a fair shot to do his country music. And then he got all this support and he became Lil Nas X now. Very provocative, very racy, very I don't care what you think about me, but you cared. We cared till we got behind you to get you onto this platform.
Well, he was racy in Old Town Road.
He was, but we didn't care about the racy part. We didn't listen to his music.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't particularly like Old
Exactly.
Town Road.
But
I kind of like his songs now.
I'm not a fan. And it's not the content. I'm just not a fan of Lil Nas X. I didn't like Old Town Road. I didn't like this new stuff. He's just I've never been a fan. But I was on the bandwagon of, if it's country, let the boy get a country nomination.
And then he never did another country.
Not one time after we got behind him to be a country music artist, right?
And that's what I have the issue with is
that's Shikari.
You made this big fight and battle, and it was just a one-hit wonder, basically, in the grand scheme of things. I love the beats. Whoever puts the little beats behind him, like "Call Me by Your Name," I love that beat. I love it when it comes on, and I like a couple other words. I want to feel on your butt in Hawaii. That's dope. I want to go to Hawaii and just be like, sorry.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Focus, Gaskins.
Okay.
So, and that's what I feel about Shikari. We got behind her because the Olympics snubbed her, and we were very supportive. She got a Nike deal, was in a Kanye commercial, and had the music, and that was cool. But I feel like if you were snubbed and you knew you were this good, I don't feel like you should have came into this Nike Pro Fontaine or Pro whatever it is unprepared. You should have been working out because she looked out of shape.
She did?
Oh my God! Like when you watch the race, and I'll put the race somewhere up here. She came out and they were talking about this closeout speed. She couldn't turn the closeout speed on, and she wasn't injured. And she didn't pull up like she had a pain. She just didn't have it. And I don't know if she wasn't working on that what, but you know, I still support the young lady. I feel her story is a very good story. I just want her to be more than just the brash person that's running. Like, back up the talk, because the talk doesn't matter if you can't back it up. Because finishing 9 out of 9 is not backing up that talk.
It's not, and I don't talk the talk. At any rate, because I'm afraid to be embarrassed. Like, don't embarrass me. I'll be like, yeah.
Watch me come out here and dust y'all for real.
And then I'm mean running. But anybody, how I get in on this crate challenge? Listen,
don't do it.
People
Please
is winning $2,000.
Boosie came on Instagram and said, you make it up the crate and back down the crate, I get $1,000.
Listen, how I get on? Anybody got some milk crates?
Don't do it, y'all. I promise you, it don't worth it. It don't. The fails.
My body different. I'm breathing different. You understand what I'm saying? The doctor said I wasn't gonna walk the same. You understand what I'm saying? I'm out.
So I have found a young lady, and it's in the knees. Like you gotta step in the knees.
You talking about the one with the heels on?
Yes.
Now listen, she killed it, but it's a mixture of knees and weight.
Oh, I'm too big.
I ain't gonna say that.
Is he trying to say I'm too big?
That's not what I said.
Baby, I'm too big.
Baby, you're not too big. So listen, what I'm saying is, you saw how slim she was, that she could lift her knees and stay bent.
Yeah.
It's knees and weight. It's a knees and weight combo.
Oh, okay.
My big behind is going down immediately.
All right, cancel the crates. Never mind. I go back to scratch offs.
Exactly. I just play the Mega Million. We got a better chance because that $1,000 ain't enough for me to hurt myself.
And they is getting hurt.
Listen, it's the way they falling, and that back is hitting that crate on the way down.
And I'm at an age where I'm just not going to recover from that.
I'm at the age where if I sleep wrong, it's a bad 3 days. Let alone fall from about 8 feet in the air off a crate. No. Nope. Not for me. Tell Boosie keep his little $1,000. I don't need it. Put it back in his pocket. He said he pulling up to the hood with $1,000, whoever can make it.
Just let me know where you at. I might contemplate it. You know how you watch people and you watch and see how they do it.
Listen, if I find enough crates, I'm about to bring it around our hood. Tell the kids, look, $100 you get up and down. They'll do it.
What do you have for us this week?
Oh, okay. So this week, right? I don't have a rant. This week, I have a rave. Sinus Rants. I want y'all to comment below, and I want y'all to explain to me why y'all never told me how good sinus rinses are. So, as a kid, I had my tonsils removed. I had my adenoids removed because, I had really bad sinus problems. I know. This big nose, you would think one nostril can compensate for the other nostril. I get it. Wrong. I can tell you every side effect of every sinus medicine made on the market. I can tell you Allegra gives you back pain. I can tell you Claritin doesn't work. Give you every sinus side effect of them. Why? Because over the last 30 years, I have taken all of them to be able to breathe. And Flonase make your nose bleed. Like I can give you all of them. And then I stumbled upon the saline sinus spray. And I was like, there's no medicine in it. This ain't gonna work. My God, by George, I think I found it. It's the all-natural remedy to that congestion. So I was like, yeah, this is it. I'm cool with this spray. I don't have to use Flonase, Zyrtec, peace out. And then I went to get the saline spray and they didn't have it. So I was like, oh. So I saw the same brand for Sinus Rants. This was a game changer. So it's nasty, and I always close the door when I do it. But you got to stick the little thing up your nose and tilt your head, and the water squirts in and squirts out the other nostril. And I was like, that's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting until it was over. And I took a deep breath. Listen, that's both nostrils, y'all. So all I'm going to say is, y'all don't love me because y'all didn't tell me about sinus. Y'all heard me. Y'all heard the way I sound after we had COVID. Y'all heard how congested I was, and none of y'all commented below and said, try Sinus Rants. So this is part rant and part rave. If you have sinuses and allergies, I beg you, go out any sinus rinse you can find, try it. I promise you it'll be the best night's sleep and best breathing you had in your life. That's all I got.
First of all, Anthony is always finding this stuff. A couple of years ago, he found this ear cleaner.
Oh, yeah. It worked.
It was the most uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable.
You had to put this mixture in your ear and lay with your head over and let it do its job. And it feels like you're in a pool and water is just in your ear and you want to get it out. Did
you die, though?
So when he asked me, do I want the sinus rinse? Nope. Nope. Won't get me 2 times.
It was worth it. I promise you. It cleaned out everything. I promise it cleaned out everything. I'm faithfully doing it every night. Kick it.
At what age is a male child no longer able to go into the women's bathroom?
Ooh.
I don't have any boys, so I've never been in this predicament. However, when we went to see the movie Old, you done messed up all episode. I ain't say nothing.
You should have.
When we went to see Old, I'm in the restroom, and there is a lady having a whole-blown conversation with her kid. And I'm listening to his voice, and it's not like, no, he was like, that movie was awesome, Mom. And I said, whoa. So my question, please comment down below. At what age should a male child no longer be invited into the women's restroom? I'm just curious. Now, I'm not saying don't bring your 22-year-old in there, but I'm saying I think it should be an age cap.
So you saying they can bring the 22-year-old in the women's bathroom?
Listen, because I don't have no boys and I ain't trying to offend anybody because the last couple episodes was a little touchy. Yeah, so I'm tap dancing on these eggshells right now.
Well, I'm going to say it. Don't bring your grown man in the bathroom. My kids be in there.
So what's the cutoff age?
I feel like the cutoff age is 2. Like 2.
I was going to give you maybe 3 to 4.
Listen, so I have all girls, and I would go out with my girls, and it would just be us, and they would have to go to the bathroom, and I had a decision to make. Kennedy's 6. I'm gonna stand outside this door and protect you with my life, but you going in this women's room. Jordan was 18 months. Cover your eyes. Come on in this bathroom with me. But at 2, I'm scared she gonna look down and see something she ain't supposed to see at 2. So at 2, I think it's the cutoff. Just me.
Okay, well, comment down below and tell us what you think. And guess what I forgot to say? Be sure to subscribe to this page.
Ooh.
Now is a great time to like this video. Keep the conversation going in the comment section below. Tell us what you think about iRobot, Ex Machina, and Debbie Digital. I think I'm going to come up with Debbie Digital because it's a market for everything.
What is... I can't. Because if I ask that question, she's going to answer that question, and then we will never get your monetized on YouTube. So, we're going to start a Facebook room one night and just have these conversations. Comment below if you would join our Facebook group so we can have like adult conversation with no kids around. Because my kids watch Ish, but my kids ain't going to be on Facebook.
No. They don't like Facebook.
They don't like, and I'm cool with it. I am okay with it.
They said it's for old people.
Yep, they can have it. They can have what they got. They got. Oh, look at this.
Well, this was a great episode.
Oh, yes, it was. Jesus, I think I just got fired. Somebody going fine, man.
I cannot.
I'm sorry.
And with that,
I'm Ant.
And I'm pretty darn mad.
Oh, yes, she is. I can see her face. And thanks for stopping by and talking some issues today. Peace out.